Hey there, happy today. Michelle Lee here. Day 3 inside the video matrix with today's topic of what was your first pet? Who was your first pet? Tell us about your first pet. And before I share my story, I'd love to, give you an opportunity to think about your first pet. What was their names? How old were you? Where'd you live? What made this pet so special? And for me, my first pet was this dog named Gina. She was a German Shepherd, and I remember her from when I was real little, like around that age between 2 and 3. And I remember just being like small enough that I could just crawl into her doghouse outside. She had this doghouse, and I'd go crawl in there with her, and I'd like be climbing over her, just sit in the corner of the doghouse. And I remember just being in there, like just talking as a little kid, just talking to this dog, loving this dog, laying on this dog. And I just was obsessed with her. And my memories are very fond. I don't have like a ton of memory of her, but I was young enough before the age of 3 to remember her enough. And I do remember distinctively the day that we had to, well, I didn't. My mom got rid of her. My mom was a single mom. She had 3 kids, and we lived in Carver, and I think, yeah, we lived in Carver, and we had this dog. And my mom, before we moved, it was traumatic because I didn't even care that we moved. It was more so that we had to get rid of the dog, and I'll never forget being so upset about having this like get rid of this dog. My mom said she couldn't take care of it because she had us kids and she was single and she was moving into a new apartment, and she assured us that this dog was, that Gina was going to go to a good home. And so my mom, she loved this dog too, but she was just, adamant that this dog was going to go to a great home and get taken care of, But I was upset. Like, I was super and seriously upset when she got rid of this dog. So much so that I have like this hang up to this day about people who get rid of their animals. And I understand my mom's situation. I do. Kids first. I agree with that. For me, my pets are my kids. And so I just like to say when people get rid of their animals, like it just breaks my heart. And then I have to like really bring myself back in to not judge that person, because I'll tell you right now, my heart usually wants to go there, like to a judgment when people get rid of their animals, because animals are like, they're an extension of your family, they're an extension of you. And I am a huge animal lover. And so yeah, that was our first dog, Gina. We had several dogs after Gina, like, as we grew up. We always had big dogs. And yeah, I won't digress and tell you all about my animals, all my pets, because I've had a lot of them. I am a huge animal person. So that is my story about my first pet, Gina. Um, and yeah, it's so funny because I just wanted to tell you about my first dog, Sadie. But I'll save that for another day. Sadie was a special dog. I believe all animals are special. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you maybe enjoyed taking yourself down memory lane with your first pet. And I would love to hear about your first pet. Perhaps drop a comment in the section below. Tell me about your first pet and how was that experience. Maybe you didn't have a first pet and maybe you always wanted one. I think that's probably just as hard. Wanting something you can't have, having something you have to get rid of. Oh, anyhow. I hope you have a great day, and I'll chat with you soon. See you tomorrow.